Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Cooking Nurse, and thank you so much for coming back. New subscribers, you're welcome. Those who haven't subscribed, please take this particular moment to just click it. It's free. So in today's video, we are going to be making pilau Sarah's way. Sarah is my friend, and yesterday they were celebrating Eid, and I happened to be there, so I recorded a few of the steps, and I hope they are helpful as well as they were to me. So we are going to be using goat's meat and rice, and the rest as you're going to see. So we have our goat's meat boiled. We have a big pan that we just added cooking oil on, and it's seated on a charcoal stove. It's a big occasion. There are many guests, that's why we have a bigger pan. And the size of the onions, this is not something I'd known before. I used to chop them really small so that they can absorb, but then I realized that this is much better. They don't burn so quickly, and they tend to dissolve as you go, like you're going to see. So you have your cooking oil on the pan, and then add in your chopped or roughly chopped onions, whichever you have, and then you let them fry until they are this dark. Now, before we added in the tomatoes, these are grated blended tomatoes, a little, about 100 ml of water was poured, and that takes out, or it took out all the burning smell, all the, that highness of the oil. It took it down, and now we have just added in our tomatoes, and we're going to let this cook. And then later on, like you're seeing, add in our spices. So we are not using, she did not use a lot of spices, just curry powder and pilau masala. And I think these are very, so available almost everywhere. It is not like so many spices like the ones I was used to personally. So I could say that Nigerians, we also have some jollof, if there's any in the house. Hi. So we are going to let this boil up. Now during this process, most of the onions, because they were a big size, that they take a lot of surface area, so they tend to break into smaller ones. So I'm just going to boil this until the tomatoes get clumped together, and this is going to give it salt texture. But at the end of it all, I tasted. I ate the rice, and she told me they do not taste. You don't feel the tanginess of the tomatoes. Now at this stage, we're just going to add in our pre-boiled meat. We separated it from the water because she told me she wants the rice or the pilau to have the taste of meat in it. Like you feel there's something. It is not just plain rice that happened to have color and salt and water and meat, I mean. So now we added in some salt, and the reason is because she wanted the meat to absorb more salt, so that by the time it's being served, at least someone can chew the meat and feel like this is meat. Yes, it has some salt in it, and then the rice also has salt on its own. So now this took really a bit of time on this fire until it turned or looked like this. And as you can see, the meat is really so brown, from boiled meat now to almost fried and dark brown meat, and most of the onions are gone. Wow, I was even amazed because, well, before I have a video about making pilau, but the other Swahili pilau has more spices, and mine had onions coming up. So I was like, okay, I need to film this for my friends, for my food lovers. And here we are. So we are going to be using basmati. This is the long grain rice, and it tends not to clump together when it has cooked. So I think that is why it's preferred to the other rice I told you about in my previous video. So now we're just going to use these circular movements, because she told me if you keep on stirring like in a circular I don't know how to say it, like how you're making porridge and you want everything to be together, the rice is going to break. So you have to come from the sides and then finish up in the center. So once all this is mixed, she added in the broth from the boiled goat's meat. Like when she first boiled the goat's meat, then the water that was removed is what was added, and this is the water. I just forgot to film the part when the water was being added, but yeah, that's the water. And now she's going to mix everything together and then add in hot water. The reason she added in hot water, she told me the rice has already picked up some heat, the oil has been cooking, or the ingredients have been cooking, and if you show up with cold water, you're just going to take it back down. So you just add in a little bit of hot water and keep monitoring your rice. If you're sure you measured all your water, then you know the ratio. It's 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. But for basmati, it may be 2.5 or 3 cups to 1 cup. So right now she's showing me how the onions stand out. Not the other dark ones, but a bit soft and more tasty. So now we are going to add in the salt, and this is going to be for the rice. The meat has already absorbed salt. It is also going to tap on this one, but at least it's going to be for the salt, and much better that the meat is not going to taste as if it was just dropped there. So as you can see, the mixing style is not circular. You just keep on tucking in from the sides of the pan so that everything or all grains stay intact. Now we are going to let this boil up, and like you're seeing, the water has reduced, the rice has risen, and now at this stage, if you have foil paper, if you have a big metallic platter or sania, you just put it on top. Just adding in a little bit of some hot water and then giving it a mix, just so it stays with some water in it, and then she's going to reduce on the fire and then put there a banana leaf. So those ones I was telling you, foil paper, metallic cover, you just cover it so that it contains heat. But this is Africa, most of those things are not commonly available or used, and this is a big pan. A normal family doesn't have all those, so we used banana leaves. These are supposed to tuck in the heat, and all the heat, all the warmth that is going to go down is going to help the rice to get ready, just like that. And here we are, our pilau is ready. It was really good. Look at this, guys, look at this. I told you we had a blast. Thank you so much, Sarah, for this recipe, and I just hope that someone else is going to learn. Learning doesn't stop. I just hope it helps someone else out there, and I'll see you in my next video. This time I did not cook. Yeah, I was just learning, and I just thought, why not film something for my people? We all learn together. So if you haven't subscribed, I upload really every week. Just subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Share the video link with your friends, just in case any of them will like the video. And bye.